day. It is Coach Jason Capson, Treadmill Talks. I am on my treadmill once again doing some talks. So I had some calls today with some business people, had some calls today with some clients, and had some meetings. It was a busy day, very productive day. It's funny how sometimes you will be given advice to people or to someone else, and that advice rings true for you. It's something that resonates with you. Sometimes you say something to someone and there's like a little light bulb moment that happens. There's a little tingle that happens in your body, and your brain says something to the effect of, yeah, that's some great advice you just gave that person. Maybe you should start following that same advice. It's funny that way, how life works. Now, one of the things that I have mentioned on here before is the fact that 2 or 3 years ago, I decided to take ownership of everything in my life. One of the things that I said in a previous video was that I am to blame for everything, that everything is my fault. Now, let me clarify that, because there was someone that responded to that, and that's fine. And they kind of disagreed with that statement. And I guess it's the context, and I guess it's the wording that where the confusion was. When I say that everything is my fault, I'm not talking about my mother's cancer. I'm not talking about my brother dying in a motorcycle accident. I'm not talking about my baby girl being born and dying in my arms 2 hours later. I'm not talking about the weather. I'm not talking about that stuff. What I'm saying is most people live in a world where everything is everybody else's fault. They made me do it. He made me feel that way. She made me this way. She made me say that. I am this way because of my mother. I am this way because of my father. I am this way because of my boss. He, she, they, blame, 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 blame. And they never take ownership of anything. And it's a sad way to live life. When you take ownership of everything, when everything in your life from this second forward is your fault, your circumstances make no difference at all. Because I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. For everybody that has an excuse as to why their life sucks, as to why they're in the position they're in right now with regards to their health, their weight, their fitness levels. Now, I've got to go back and re-say that because somebody will call me out on that. I'm not suggesting that if you get cancer that it's your fault. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is most people who are obese are that way because of poor life choices. Consistent poor life choices. I was obese. No one else was to blame for that. It wasn't because I was born with more fat cells. It was because I chose to eat a ton of crap on a daily basis. I chose to get no exercise. I chose to drink 2 liters minimum of Pepsi a day and no water. Those were choices, my fault. I am to blame. I could blame my mother. She was dying of cancer. It was hard on me. It was stressful. I could blame real estate. I was broke. Didn't have a sale in months. Had no money coming in. Stressful. I could blame everything and everyone. My fault. And what I'm suggesting is that when you do that, and I know that I've had videos similar to this before, but it's so important and so impactful that I have to say it again. When you own your life, when you take charge and control of your life, when you own everything and are responsible for everything, good, bad, or ugly, it is freeing. And the reason it's so freeing, and the reason I suggest everybody do that and take that approach to life, is because when you stop blaming everything that's gone wrong in your life on other people and circumstances and life and your upbringing, your background, your alcoholic father, your mother who was abusive, when you stop blaming everything that's wrong in your life on everything from your past or everyone around you, then you have the ability to change it. I can't change some things that have happened in my past. Can't change anything that's happened in my past. But I sure as heck can change what happens in my future. I can sure make the choice to walk down those stairs after work and get on this treadmill. I can make the choice to get up a half an hour early and get on this treadmill. I can make the choice to drink the water. I can take responsibility, because when I do those things, then I know my future is probably going to be a little bit better. I know that if I stay up till 2 in the morning eating Cheetos and watching Netflix, and I sleep in all day and get up and mope around and eat nothing but junk food and don't do anything positive for myself, I know that my brain will stop working efficiently. I know that I will head into a depressive state. I know that the words that I say will change. The thoughts that I think will change. Everything that I do will change. But guess what? When you own it, when you take responsibility for it, then you have control to change your entire life. Once you accept the fact that everything that happens in your life from this moment forward is your fault, everything that happens to you is a direct result of choices that you're making. Once you accept that and truly believe that, then you can change your life. It's not to say that there's going to be some things that hit you in the future that are out of your control. Take right now as an example. The coronavirus is here. It's affecting us all. Some of us are choosing to be negative, spread fear, live in fear, check on our neighbors and make sure that they're doing the right thing. And if they don't, post it on Facebook, go to the grocery store. Like, it is absolutely bizarre world that we're living in. We all need to take our own lives, take control of our own lives, be responsible for our own lives, and do the right thing. Never mind what everyone else is doing. Focus on you. Now is the time to focus on you and your health and own your life. Stop existing, start living. Take control of your life. If you don't like the life you're living, change it. If you don't like where you live, move. If you don't like the person that you sleep with at night, then move. Get out, break up, whatever it takes. It's your choice. Stop living a miserable life and then blaming everybody else in the world and everything else in the world on the reasons why your life sucks. We have choices. We can make different choices every single day. This treadmill rant brought to you today by all the people that are out there blaming everyone and everything in life for all of their troubles. I've been around for a while, 50 years old, and I've seen and heard pretty much everything. I haven't seen everything, haven't heard everything. Heard and seen a lot, and mostly excuses. And the interesting thing about excuses, and the interesting thing about opinions, and the interesting thing about negativity, and the interesting thing about, it's got like this life of its, it just takes on a life of its own. Negativity starts to grow and other people jump on board, and if someone has an opinion about something, everyone's like, oh yeah, I saw that. We need to take responsibility for our own lives, and we need to stop pointing fingers. No one knows. Like, do you actually know for a fact the reason why that person is at the grocery store or at the drugstore? Do you know do you know why they're there? Do you know why that person's walking on the street that you just, yelled at? They should be in their home. Do you know why certain people have to get out of their house because of mental illness and need to go for that walk every single day? There are people that need medications on a regular basis, that need to go to the drugstore, that need to go to the grocery store. Now, there's also people that don't care at all. They think this is a joke, and they're all over TikTok. All you gotta do is go in there for 2 minutes. But like I warned you, don't go on TikTok. It is a pit of destruction, and you'll see some stuff on there that you just don't want to see. You can't unsee it. It's really that simple. So, the message of this treadmill talk, it is about taking responsibility for your life, being in control of your life. When you own everything and own it fully, you'll start making better choices. You'll start making better decisions. you can start changing your life that very second. But as long as you're blaming other people, as long as you're complaining about the woes of your life and complaining about all the things that are wrong in the world, as long as you're pointing the finger at other people, you can never truly control or own your life. And you will never make a difference in other people's lives either. You need to take control of your life. You need to take responsibility for your life and make better decisions. And that way you can have an impact on other people. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that I do that all the time either. I'm not perfect, not even close. But I do take responsibility for where I am in life right now. And I absolutely am making changes every single day that will help me become the best version of myself in the future, so that I can have an impact on other people's lives on a grand scale. I love helping people. I love helping people discover that they are so much more worthy than what they could ever possibly think, imagine, or believe. You have the ability to be unstoppable. You have the ability to be unimaginably incredible. You weren't put on this earth to be average. You weren't put on this earth to be negative. You weren't put on this earth to be depressed and to be gloomy and to point the finger and blame everything wrong. You were put on this earth to be exceptional. You were put on this earth to be incredible. I love helping people discover that. I love helping people discover that they are much more than they think. I love helping people become the best versions of themselves. It's my mission in life, is to help everybody unleash that, uncover that, discover that, and bring it to the world. It's the greatest gift I've ever been given, is knowing that that's what I was put on earth to do. And I'm on this treadmill every single day because I need to have this energy in order to pass this energy on to other people. I'm on this treadmill every single day because I want to be a better version of myself. I'm on this treadmill every single day because I've taken responsibility for my life and for what's to come. You need to do the same thing. We will live in a much better world if you take responsibility for your life and if you take control over your future. Stop existing. Start living. Take care, guys.